And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Alex Caruso is out there with ball. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Levine in at the three, small forward.
Wanting to keep improving as a distributor, Young knows it's his role to move the rock.
Here's Ball, following the score by Atlanta. From outside the arc, and it's Levine with the three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Young against Ball. Young, the pass to Hunter. Back to Young. The three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
The Bulls on offense. Ball passes to Levine. From deep three-point range. Bulls keep it alive. To the paint. It's stolen by Hunter. For three, Collins knocks down the long J.
Known for his play in and around the post, Collins can also get it done shooting jumpers off the catch. Something that sets John Collins apart is his mental toughness, and you see it on the defensive end. When he locks in, he's a different player.
Now here's Levine. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. The officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Collins' focus also keeps his stat line sharp, Smitty.
B.A., he usually carries a high shooting percentage. He doesn't get lost in the moment, and they know they can count on him.
He hits the second from the line.
You know Zach LaVine's never averaged fewer than double-digit points in his career, but he didn't get picked for the All-Star team until his 7th season.
Young, the pass to Hunter. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
DeAndre Hunter has a great combination of strength and length. Throw it down, young fella.
Here's Ball. It doesn't go for him. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Young against Ball. Young, the pass to Hunter. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 4 assists in the game. You know, one area where Levine improved in his first All-Star season was efficiency, Smitty.
You're correct. The scoring totals were always impressive, but his effective shooting percentage took a big jump up. Zach's playing the smartest basketball of his career.
Now here's Young. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Collins. Now here's Capella. Picked up by Okongwu. There's Young with the three, and the Hawks with another three.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
And Young, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 5 points.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Caruso misses. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 16-6 run. Ball against Collins. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Young with it, guarded by Vucevic. Young against Vucevic. Capella, screen on Vucevic. Young misses.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And it's Capella with the jam.
That's what Trae Young does best defensively. He has quick hands for the steal, and he ignites the break.
Caruso. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And about Caruso, he's not a stat stuffer, Smitty, but he does everything.
No doubt about that, B.A. Not flashy on the court, but at the end of the night, he's done a little bit of everything. The ultimate floor general.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Young from long range. Tipped away. Here we go, all alone. Here's Levine for 3. Drains the triple. Levine's got 9.
Boy, there's a certain beauty to that high arching jumper. Levine showing us the range.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And so it's Atlanta. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. You know, for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Trae Young. And it's Collins in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Young on the attack. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Patrick Beverley.
His moves get Trae inside. He's able to take the shot despite the aggressive D. In the 2021 playoffs, Trae Young was unreal, leading the Atlanta Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals. The first round series against the Knicks was memorable.
Into the lane. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Beverley.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Here's Young. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Hunter on the wing. Out left to the wing. Here's Collins. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Smitty, Trae Young in New York, electric against the Knicks.
He was, B.A. He was taunting the crowd in the Mecca. We saw another level of Trae Young, the ability to be the man in a series, doing it on the biggest stage in New York City.
Shot by Levine, no good. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Young way outside. That shot off the mark. And the Bulls going the other way now. And here's Caruso outside. And again, Chicago, no good. Hunter with the ball. He's picked up by Levine. Here's Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
A fairly unassuming personality. Clint Capella enjoying the spotlight on that one.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. And a deep 3 from Young. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the bucket by the Bulls. Back to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. That one goes in. Hunter's got 6.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
Well, after the first-round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star, DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
Free throw's good. Young.
And you know what, Trae Young? He almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Lonzo Ball's checked in for Beverly. Now here's Hunter. 6 points for him. Ball passes to Vucevic. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. And he's going for the lob. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanovic shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
On offense, here are the Hawks. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Murray, no good. The Bulls shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. From deep. Vucevic's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Bogdanovic. And that one's long. And Chicago has possession. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Caruso against Young. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And again, no good by Chicago.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
They get the rebound. Capella. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And the free throw, no good.
And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off.
Now here's Young. He's got 11. Okongwu, no good. Here's Levine for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. That one's off.
The future of DeAndre Hunter is bright. A versatile player who wants to be great, in my opinion.
Caruso finds Levine. Drops in the 3. Levine's got 12 points.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Murray from outside. And so it's Atlanta ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. Thanks very much, Howie. And
16. Man, put your hands together.
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. Patrick Beverly out there with Kobe White. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Javonte Green. And it's Williams in at the center position. Atlanta is shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Oh, there's the alley! And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow. This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result. To give you an idea of how good the Bulls were last season, they spent 56 days atop the Eastern Conference, but ultimately they couldn't overcome the injury to Lonzo Ball.
Bogdanovich passes to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. That one falls.
Beautiful ball movement, drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
The Bulls have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. And Smitty, that was the story in the East last season. So many injuries.
It was, B.A., both in the regular season and in the playoffs. They had that next man up mentality. But when one of your stars goes down, there's not much you can do.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. And so the ball out of bounds. Bay touched it last.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Beverly against Murray. Beverly, the pass to Green. Three-pointer off the mark.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Bogdanovich from long range. Williams grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's Green missing. The Hawks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Griffin. That three's off the mark. Chicago has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. White, pass to Beverly.
Blocking foul. Ball ball. DeJounte Murray. His first. Team's first.
DeRozan is checked in for Green.
Full substitution. Mr. DeRozan.
Here's Williams. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Going inside. The Bulls with another miss. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
2022 was a tough year for Patrick Williams. It was only 5 games into his second season when he went down with a bad injury.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Beverly, the pass to Williams. And again, no good by Chicago. For Atlanta, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. DeSunmu for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Well, Smitty, it was so hard to see a young guy like Patrick Williams get hurt.
It was, B.A. Just started to really develop, and then he has to overcome a major setback. Luckily, he's healthy, strong, and young, and he'll bounce back.
Now here's Murray. Outside Bogdanovich. Bay outside. 5 to shoot. Over DeRozan. Bogdanovich from long range. Kept alive. Fernando. Outside Bogdanovich. Right side Murray. Back to Bogdanovich. Tries again. The shot's good.
An absolute sharpshooter with his quick release. Bogdanovich gets it to go.
And it's DeRozan missing. For Atlanta, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Lets the 3 fly. Hits a 3-pointer. DeRozan's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
This is not DeRozan's natural range, but through hard work, he's making more and more of these.
Inside. Here's Fernando. A good look from Bogdanovich. Bay outside. The fader. Atlanta gets it back. Fernando misses. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Patrick Beverly.
And Beverly gets it to go.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Atlanta's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Murray passes to Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc.
Atlanta foul. Bruno Fernando. His first. Team's first.
A challenging stretch here for Chicago. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. DeRozan finds some space. And Chicago again with a bucket.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops. Man, Sadiq can really get up. What an alley-oop.
3 seconds left. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Atlanta sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Kongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Trae Young out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Collins in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5. Outside Young. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
The way Trae Young steps up on offense is terrific. He works hard to deliver for his team.
Pure from three-point range.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
Collins, no good.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Takes the 3. Again, the miss by DeRozan. Here's Atlanta now. And he lobs it up top. Pass to Hunter. Now Young. Second chance effort. DeRozan with the rebound. Chicago's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. Outside Levine. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Outside Young. Outside Hunter. Pass to Collins. Back to Hunter. To the left side wing. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Six on the shot clock. To the inside. Capella. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Zach LaVine.
In the paint, Capella can be so aggressive. The foul isn't going to hold his shot back. This Hawks squad looking to get back to their winning ways. Had a stretch not long ago of 10 straight playoff appearances.
They get it back. Here's Drummond. Capella with a block.
What a block by Clint Capella. Flying in with those long arms for the no.
And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. Smitty with the Hawks. Can they get back to consistently competing for a championship, you think?
BA, it sure seems they've got the talent to do so. Good combination of young talent and wily vets. They did it in 2021, but can they do it again?
Misses off the right iron. The Hawks have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking them.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. The shot by Drummond, no good. The Hawks have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Oh, there's the alley.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The Hawks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Hunter with the ball, guarded now by Ball. Here's a Kongwu. No good with the triple. 1:44 left to play in the fourth. Drummond for three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Levine against Hunter. There's Young with the three. It's rebounded by Levine. Chicago with the ball.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Trae Young.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
From deep three-point range, the shot that time not on target. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul. Atlanta's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Young. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hunter, good.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Here's Collins. From deep. Stolen by Drummond. On the wing, DeRozan. From behind the arc. Doesn't go that time.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
And he's good on the second. DeRozan, left side. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
The aggressive mindset of DeRozan catches and shoots without hesitation.
And an intentional foul right there.
Mr. DeRozan, his first.
Free throw is good. Young.
At the line for your Hawks.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. 17 seconds left in the game. And that one's good.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
That free throw misses.
You know, the rise of Trae Young here in the league has been nothing short of fantastic. Every season, he just continues to improve on himself and outdo his previous best.
The three from DeRozan. Here's Drummond. And that one drops.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
And that's an intentional foul.
His fourth. At the line for your Hawks.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for 2.
That one's no good. The three from DeRozan. And it's good.
He's doing what he can do to pull them.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. 4 out.
call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this, so hype, where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seat, should we?
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Okoro into the 3 spot. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Hunter on the wing. And it's sent back by Allen.
How about the length from the big guy? Enables him to guard just about anybody, anywhere.
Count that one for Mobley.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
In the corner, it's Capella. Mobley with the block. Here's Mitchell. Tries to the hoop. Tries again. Mobley misses. The Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Young pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Stolen by Mitchell. Mobley looking it over. There's Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
That's pretty crazy. Garland at his size getting way up.
Young against Garland. Young outside. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 9.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft, where those two guys swapped teams.
And it's sent back by Allen. Garland attacking. Here's Mobley. It's Allen on the wing. Capella against Garland. There's the feed to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoff, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now here's Mobley. Garland kicks to Mobley, and that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And they take the lead. Mobley's got his second basket.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Young with no one around. Drains the three-pointer.
This guy keeps learning from each and every coverage on the pick and roll. Trae Young getting some serious chops playing out of that set.
Garland finds Allen. Stolen by Collins. And even 3-on-3 break. And then jammed down as he goes right over Evan Mobley.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Holds it up there for Mobley. An emphatic LU jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some
Impressive.
thunder. Yeah. Now, here is Young. 12 points for him. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Right side, Collins. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Cavaliers ball.
The Cavaliers trailing. Outside Garland. Driving inside. Okoro kicks to Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Collins. And it's Mitchell missing. Now Young. For the three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Young is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Collins in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Okongwu is a young guy, Brent, who is still polishing his craft. But on a per-minute basis, he's been extremely effective.
Just some great flashes last year from Onyeka, who shoots a very high percentage. He helps you in a lot of ways. He rebounds, he protects the rim, he's quick off the floor, and he really can slide his feet out on the perimeter. So sky's the limit still for this young big.
And slam dunk by Allen.
And that size and versatility make Jared Allen so hard to defend.
Capella with a screen on Garland. Young finds Capella. The kick out to Young. Three-pointer. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Collins. Okoro passes to Mitchell. And he drops it in from the low post.
Okoro showing his ability to find an open teammate.
Young looking around. Lets the three fly. Another three for Atlanta.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Allen, that's good.
The defense has got to bring a little bit more. Hitting Allen like that is not going to prevent him from scoring.
Young against Garland. Again, Young missing. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Okongwu. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Mobley. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Capella sets a screen for Young. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got the 8 up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And Young not a stranger to nights like this where he's putting up big numbers.
And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Hunter on the wing. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
Team sport.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the paint. Here's Capella. Hunter on the wing. 4 on the shot clock.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot. And Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
So aggressive and explosive. Mitchell working above the rim and doing damage. Oh! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Young for 3. And Okoro pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He gets it in there. And now it's only a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And getting a great look for the big guy as Allen scores on the interior.
Capella with a screen on Garland. In the corner, it's Hunter. Stolen by Mitchell. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Capella sets a screen for Young. He kicks it to Okongwu. The 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
The 3. The Cavaliers. 30.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. We've got Green, LeVert out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Wade in at the force play.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Wade dishes to Lopez. Out to Wade. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Wade drops them both. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
LeVert finds Wade for the tie. The shot misses. The Hawks leading by 3. Murray left side. Outside Griffin. Off target from three-point range. LeVert with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Osman. No good on his first attempt of the game.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
LeVert kicks to Lopez. Over in the corner, Green. It's good. This game is all even. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is what Green brings to the offense, the unwavering confidence to rise up and hit threes.
Bogdanovich wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the shot goes down. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
And at 277 pounds, Lopez absorbs contact well. Difficult to deter him on the way up.
Murray against Green. Murray the pass to Fernando. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. A 3 from Bogdanovich. That shot no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Sadiq Bey picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's LeVert. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Griffin, and he gets the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble. Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now the pass to Osman. That shot off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Griffin passes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Cleveland moving it around. Green kicks to Osman. The time for the ball. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland.
It's time for some T-shirts.
Here's Young. 21 points in the game. Right, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Mobley. Kicks it out to Garland. Hits it from three-point range. Garland's got 7 points.
Well, good to see Garland score the ball without dominating.
And here's Young from the arc. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Bucks ahead. They're up by 6. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Hunter is out there with Young. And it's Collins in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young pass to Hunter. Young against Garland. Clock is at 3. Okongwu. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Mobley. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Atlanta.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on their turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And that's Mitchell at his best, playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
Young up top. Dishes to Collins. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
And the ball.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. 5 to shoot. Blocked again. And they get it back. And it's good for 2. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Mitchell with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Garland dishes to Mobley. Pass to Allen. It's stolen by Capella.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
There's good turnovers. That wasn't one of them. At least this one doesn't lead to an automatic fast break, the live ball turnover, so that's the best you can say about that play.
Stolen by Mitchell. Oh, and here we go. Coro's got it. The fast break chance. And Mobley throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And they recover it. Okongwu, the pass to Young. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trey's going to find you.
Up top, Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Out to the right wing. Here's Okoro. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Garland finds Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's sent back by Okongwu. The Hawks leading by 4. Young outside. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Offline with his 3. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Garland against Young. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hunter with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Hunter with the screen on Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Garland leading the charge. Now, here's Hunter. In the corner, Collins with it. Okongwu with the screen for Collins. Clock at 6. Young dishes to Capella. That one drops for him. And the Hawks lead by 6.
I like it when Capella looks to score like this, especially when he's got that kind of position.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Young outside. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're ahead by 6. 30 seconds left in the 4th.
That was your Hawks dance team. Give it up. Make some noise.
So it's the Hawks now. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
20 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Young way outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the middle. And slam dunk by Allen.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. It was up for grabs, right? All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
in at the center position.
One thing I'll say about the Cavs, it's become clear these past few seasons, their front office is not afraid to make some bold moves.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now ball. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Levine. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. And Richard, I'm sure Cleveland fans welcome the front office taking the initiative.
Yeah, it's been a tough few years, and they needed to take some aggressive steps, and they did. And now they've got one of the best young core groups in the NBA.
Okoro, no good. DeRozan outside. And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair.
Not afraid to go inside. DeRozan even picks up the whistle that time.
That free throw, no good.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
And Grant, DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that fact.
Donovan Mitchell.
Both free throws good from Mitchell.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Ball against Garland. DeRozan, a screen on Garland. The deep three from Levine. The rebound by Allen.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Out to Garland. Pass to Mitchell. On the take. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Here's Ball. Outside for Levine. For three. That shot missing. And it's Cleveland the other way. And it's Mitchell penetrating. Nifty move. Okoro, no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Vucevic against Mitchell. Right wing. There's the drive. And Mobley throws it down.
Okay, Evan Mobley, I see you. That's how you finish a drive.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Vucevic. Puts it up. That shot off. And it's Cleveland the other way. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Allen can't get it to go. Chicago trailing here. On the wing, DeRozan. And again, no good by Chicago. Garland with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Mobley outside. Out to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. To the paint. Pass to Okoro. 6 to shoot. Mobley with it. Covered by Vucevic. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball.
Bulls ball.
Chicago's gone 0 for 3 from downtown.
And the Bulls, that's a team that's built to win now. But boy, is the top of the Eastern Conference stacked.
Levine passes to DeRozan. Levine against Mitchell. Kicks it to DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. Offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
The sure stroke of Vucevic when he added that three-point shot in his 6th season. He has loads of trust in his jumper.
So looking at the East, where do you think Chicago slots in, RJ?
Boston, Miami, Milwaukee, Philly, each of those teams have MVP level talent, and it's going to be a battle. I don't know who's going to come out on top.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Fast break, Cleveland. And he converts the layup.
Such explosive athleticism in transition. Garland gets the pass and takes off.
Mitchell against Levine. And Levine, throw it down.
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach Levine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Levine. Back to Allen. Here's Mobley. Garland for three. Drummond grabs the miss. Well, Chicago's shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Vucevic gets the bucket.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Mobley. Chicago grabs the miss. DeRozan passes to Vucevic. Outside Levine. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 1. And we'll bring you this.
Please give a big round of applause for your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers leading. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was
the previous play is under review
in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Pass to Okoro. Now here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
And here is DeRozan. Here's Levine. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Cavaliers have surprised many with their ascension. Coach Bickerstaff said they had to be really patient through some difficult times, but his star center, Jared Allen, said, quote, no matter who's in front of us, big or small, we're going to go out there and fight till the end. Brian?
Yeah, that's what got him here, Allie. Thank you. Mobley's got 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Up top, Levine. Checked by Mitchell. Levine passes to DeRozan. Now here's Drummond. Sinks that one from the post. Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, you have to lead by example.
Chicago foul. Lonzo Ball. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell. Shooting.
That free throw is good from Mitchell.
2022 proved to be a momentous year for Darius Garland, making his first All-Star game, which had to validate all of his hard work so far.
Here's Garland, and finished off by Garland.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland, I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
Spins. Ball against Garland. Pass to Vucevic. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. Garland also managed to make some noise in the All-Star game, Richard.
Yeah, he certainly came to play in front of his hometown. He hopped off the bench and dropped 13 points, the most of any reserve player on the squad. Some pretty impressive stuff.
Offensive rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him.
Oh!
Okay, that's just insane.
Strong finish.
For the Bulls.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Ball finds Levine. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
On the offensive end, Zach LaVine plays with just such confidence. He knows that the team counts on him for production, so he goes out and he gets it.
Well, Levine is certainly one of the more prolific scorers, Richard.
Yeah, his shooting has put him in the top 20 scorers in this league in back-to-back seasons. With more on the way, I'm pretty sure. He makes it just look so easy, just effortless sometimes. It's just like he's doing his job.
Mitchell. And it's Allen who slams it home.
The defense pays so much attention to Mitchell, and as a result, it opens the floor for everyone else.
Here's Levine. Oh, rejected by Allen. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Okoro. Takes a three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes.
Garland against Vucevic. Count it. Vucevic has got 6.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
Outside Garland. Down low. Here's Okoro. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Garland against Ball. Garland no good. For Chicago, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Back on draft night 2017, the Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals, but Chicago got a stud.
Here's Mitchell, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. The Bulls have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pass to Drummond. He takes it in. The 3 from DeRozan. The shot no good. And it's Cleveland the other way. Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. Mobley, left side. Here's Okoro. The 3 is up. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Levine for 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Outside Garland. Pass to Mobley. He got it off in time. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And
with the score, the Bulls 18, the Cavaliers 25.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Derek Jones is out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Beverly in at the 2. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
LeVert goes against White. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Out to the wing. Here's Caruso. Back to White. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. And it's Cleveland the other way. Outside, Green. Drives to the hoop. Williams against LeVert. Green for 3. Jones grabs the board. Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Caruso against Green. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Jones. And again, no good by Chicago. The Cavs have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Osman. And stolen by Williams. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Wade. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Bulls.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have. And they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense.
LeVert passes to Green. From deep. It's hauled in by White. Chicago trailing here. Caruso with it. Green picks him up. Outside Jones. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And he can't jam it through.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
To the middle. Here's Green. What a terrific move that is. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
The Cavaliers have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Pass to Wade. Back to LeVert. And he goes in for the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Beverly, the pass to Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Osman. 4-3. And they recover it. Green for three. Not going to go that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. There's the three. And there's Caruso. That one's good on the assist from Beverly.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
LeVert with the ball. And it's good. 2 points. LeVert's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
It's the dopest crew in the 3-1-2. Here's your 3-1-2 crew.
Chicago is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
3-1-2 crew.
Williams, a screen on LeVert. The kick out to Williams. The three is up. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Osman, no good. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Now Beverly. Down low. The kick out to Williams. The 3 ball. No good. Beverly against LeVert. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Caruso outside. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior defense.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5. On the wing, Jones. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
Unforced turnovers will drive your coach insane.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And here are the Bulls now. 7-point differential. Here's Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebound by the Bulls. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in the game. DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by Mobley. No good on the shot. And it's Cleveland the other way. They've led by as many as 11. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers. And that one misses.
Shooting for Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell. 1 shot.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Ball. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Such a creative player. Ball is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
Good on the second one.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year. That team was rolling with Lonzo Ball at the point. Once they lost him, things definitely changed. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Drummond. Here's DeRozan. Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
Allen. Soft touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. Yeah, ball hurt his left knee. Initially, they thought they might get him back before the playoffs, Grant.
Yeah, and unfortunately, BA, that was not the case. And when he's not out there, the ball movement isn't the same. You also lose that size in the backcourt. And, of course, he was shooting 42% from three.
To the inside. Levine with a steal. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Drummond passes to Vucevic. DeRozan outside. Over Garland. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Outside for Mitchell. Shoots over Ball. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. For Chicago, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. The three from DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And he's going for the oop here. And here comes the break. Here's Mobley. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Mobley is a gifted scorer down low.
Ball outside. Outside Levine. From outside, off the mark.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Chicago's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Ball against Garland. Outside Levine. The rebound by Garland. The Cavaliers leading. Mitchell with the ball, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Garland for three. Fires in the triple.
Quick release jumper from Garland there, showing how fast he can get rid of it.
And there's the lob, and the jam by Drummond.
The alley-oop from that far away? PA, I'm speechless.
Hey, you're not alone. Me too. Everybody's a spectator on that one, including the defense.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Levine passes to Vucevic. Fires for three. Here's Drummond. Pass to DeRozan. Outside for Levine. Another shot. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to get back on track. That one's good for 2.
Because he draws so much attention on offense, the D, look, they're going to have problems with Levine, and it opens up some great passing lanes for him.
Garland, no good. Now Vucevic. And that one hits the back iron. Garland with the ball. He's picked up by Levine. And stolen by Mobley. Over Drummond. They get it back. Mobley up top. From downtown. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls on offense. They trail by 9. Here's Levine for 3. Mobley grabs the board. From deep, Mitchell. That shot, no good. The 3 from DeRozan. Off on that one. And so the Cavaliers take the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by.
On the
And looking at the explosiveness on the floor tonight, Steve, this game should be filled with highlight reel play.
I love it, Kevin. Fans love watching these matchups, and we do too.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter out there with Trae Young. Then it's John Collins, and it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. And it's sent back by Drummond.
That rejection was well timed. Get that shot out of here. Drummond staying patient, waiting for the right moment to pounce.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside DeRozan. Fader on the way. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Bulls foul. Andre Drummond.
Guys, no question. Trae Young is one of the most exciting players right now in the entire league.
Kevin, everything is within range for him. A great passer and shooter in his own right. Young can take over a game any given night.
Now, here is Young. Going inside. Here's Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on DeRozan.
You know, he was considered to be just a piece of the puzzle when he was drafted. John Collins now a cornerstone for this franchise.
And John Collins does just about everything you'd want your big man to do.
Greg, what I like is he can shoot it from deep. He's still someone who is improving defensively, and he's a guy who wants to keep developing his overall game.
And it's DeRozan missing. And the Hawks with possession. He lobs it up. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Here's Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steve, it's been tremendous to see Zach LaVine reach his all-star potential in recent years.
Kevin, you can tell he's loving it too, right? But yeah, this was a long time coming. He's at the top of his game, earning his spot among the best players in this league, Kevin.
Now, here is Young. Passes it to Hunter. Collins kicks to Young. Shot clock at 6. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Now Levine. And again, no good by Chicago. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. He won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Keeping the dribble, inviting contact. DeRozan's become a master at converting these.
Young against Ball. Young passes to Collins. Chicago grabs the miss. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Collins. Ball dishes to Drummond.
2 minutes.
Lets it go from the wing. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Drummond.
Love what Drummond did on that play. Kept his eyes up, and he was being unselfish.
Young from deep three-point range. The long-distance 3 is buried.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
How about the job Billy Donovan has done? Under 500 in his first season, but took the Bulls to the playoffs in his second year at the helm.
The 3, Levine. DeRozan for 3. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. The Hawks leading by 7. For 3, Hunter. Here's Capella. Nails the baby hook. Lots of pieces have been added to this Bulls roster. For Donovan, you were just talking about him, to work with, coach, and lead. He has done a good job.
They have a great mix, Kevin, of veteran leadership and young talent. Donovan has been able to mix and match to keep guys fresh. It worked well for him in the playoffs last year. Just couldn't find an answer for Giannis and the Bucks.
Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball. And here are the Bulls now. 9-point game. Ball feeling it out a bit. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Young against Ball. Kick out to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the wing jumper offline.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. On the wing, DeRozan. The 17-footer. And he makes that one. And that's now 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan's bread and butter. He has a great feel from the mid-range.
From 12 feet out. No good on the shot. And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
But if it goes, he doesn't hit that one. Time called here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. In addition to going over.
Please give a big round of applause for your Bulls youth.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I also like how they trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Andre Drummond is out there with Vucevic, and it's Ball in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here is Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. Outside, Collins. Second shot opportunity. Capella kicks to Young. It's Young on the wing, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Bulls ball.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 5. And Smitty, we know with Clint Capella, one of his great skills is his pick-and-roll ability.
He is a great partner, Kevin, in the pick-and-roll set. Sets solid screens, draws help defenders, finishes strong. Guards love having Clint as a roller for them. Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Young outside. Fires top of the key. The Hawks again can't hit. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Ball to the wing right side. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. For Atlanta, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
DeRozan for 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
This is not DeRozan's natural range, but through hard work, he's making more and more of these.
Hunter, the pass to Capella, over Drummond, and oh boy, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The previous play is under review.
Some technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
You know, Smitty, last year, the Hawks' top 4 leading scorers were all 24 or younger. That is amazing.
It is, Kevin, and at the top of that list is Trae Young. He's a player Atlanta can build around. It's a matter of finding the pieces to put around Young to complement his game.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 11. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hunter kicks to Young. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Third team foul.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Here's DeRozan. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Hawks ball.
Capella with a screen on Ball. Young's shot is good.
What a fearless scorer Young is, and he does it in many different ways.
And Drummond kicks to DeRozan. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Fernando, the pass to Capella. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
A fairly unassuming personality. Clint Capella enjoying the spotlight on that one.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball with the bucket.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
The Hawks leading by 4. You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
Here's Ball following the basket by Trae Young. Ball finds Drummond. Outside, Levine. Clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. Drummond trying to get himself free. Hunter with some nice defense. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
One of the best young live men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
DeRozan's shot is off.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
In the corner, it's Capella. To the left wing. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough air time to grab it and slam it.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Little turnaround. And again, no good by Chicago.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And that concludes the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be...
The Bulls, 17. The Hawks, 27.
Third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court for Atlanta, Griffin out there with Bay. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Bulls trail by 10. White with it. The kick out to Williams. Beyond the arc. Caruso, no good. Atlanta's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight.
Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
Driving to the basket. And that one's good. Beverly's got it back down to single digits for the Bulls. Murray against White. Murray scanning the floor. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. They get it again. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And for the Hawks, Smitty, their roster construction is something they are tinkering with right now.
They're not in a bad spot. It's actually a good spot to be in as a franchise. They know the makeup and direction of the team, Kevin. It's a matter of finding the right formula.
Bay, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now here's Caruso. Defense is right there, and the wide open shot from Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Murray against White. Now here's Murray. T right on him. Here's Bay. Rebound by Williams.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And White kicks to Williams. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Now here's Murray. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trae make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line. And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Now here's White. They kick it out to Green. With a tie. Another three for Chicago.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
4 on the clock. Here's Beverly. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Right, the pass to Beverly. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Bay with a screen on Williams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Good example of the new breed of point guards. Murray creates for himself as well as he creates for others.
The Hawks have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Good on the second free throw. 29 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's White. Right side, Green. Griffin with the steal. Beverly against Murray. Pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks on top, up 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Green. White is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at center. 6 to shoot. And White kicks to Green. Over Collins. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
They are dominating the paint in this consistent work inside throughout the game.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Kicks it out to Collins. Down low, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
An assertive slam by Clint Capella, showing the defense what he can do.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. The Hawks leading by 11. Here's Young. Now here's Capella. On its way from Hunter for 2. And he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
At 6'7", Hunter, nice handles there, showing him off on that possession.
And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Now Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. Misses the 3. Bulls trail by 13. On its way from DeRozan for 2. And another miss by Chicago.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Hunter on the wing. And stolen by Drummond. Vucevic down low. It's good.
Good instincts from Nikola, finding the open man.
The Hawks leading by 11. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Hunter with a screen on Ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Levine dishes to Drummond, and that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Young looking around. To Fernando. Dishes it to Hunter. Pass to Collins. Launches it. Drops in the tray. And the Hawks lead by 12.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young outside. In the corner, it's Hunter. Shoots over DeRozan. And no good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with it from downtown. offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
An absolute force on the offensive glass. Vooch works hard to impact the game any way he can.
There's the pass to Hunter. Here's Fernando. Shoots over Vucevic. Stolen by Ball. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Levine with the ball. Pass to Drummond. Here's Vucevic. And it's off from three-point range. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Atlanta.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Clint Capella.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Young against Ball. To the middle, and stolen by Drummond.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be. Woo-wee. If you want to know what Zach LaVine is made of, you just found out.
Young with the ball. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Lonzo Ball. Third personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The confidence Trae Young plays with is really something. It helps him be such a thorn in the D side.
For three, Levine frames it from downtown.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
They go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for the Hawks.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Levine feeling it out a bit. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really...
Yeah, BA, these teams have almost a throwback style to how they play. They don't want to get up and down and play fast. They want to go slow, and that takes players who have patience and discipline. Tonight will be a tactical battle.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Trae Young out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Collins in at the 3. Now here's Mitchell. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Now here's Young. To the paint. Capella inside. Allen defending. And Capella gets it to go.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
And Mitchell with the slam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Capella screen on Garland. Young from long range, and he buries his first look.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Darius Garland has not only become a leader on the floor, BA, he's also become the emotional leader, one of the more vocal guys on this entire team.
Here's Okoro, back to Allen, over Capella. Capella with the defensive effort. Young, the pass to Collins. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
And so far, Collins has been a pleasant surprise. A mobile, quick-thinking big man with enticing potential.
And for Garland, Doris, the production has stuck out the most.
Oh, boy. I mean, he's become ultra-productive on the offensive end. The points, the rebounds, the assists, all are going up. This guy is becoming one of the most well-rounded young guards in the entire league.
Now here's Young. Inside. Here's Capella. The kick to Hunter. Tries the spin move. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's a Kongwu. Oh, rejected by Allen.
Oh, Jared Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Mitchell against Hunter. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Collins. Back to Young.
Boy, one big takeaway from the Cavaliers last season was the impact Evan Mobley has on the defensive end. This is a 7-footer who can guard multiple positions.
And with Mobley, he's already drawing comparisons to other versatile big men, Doris.
Well, BA, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this guy has a chance to become one of the elite defensive players in league history. It is clear when he's at the top of his game, they are a scary team defensively.
Allen, pass to Garland. Stolen by Young.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Capella, screen on Garland. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
The Cavs trailing. Outside Garland. Mobley with it. And Mobley throws it down.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
Picked up by a Kongwu. There's Young with the 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Mobley throws it down.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Capella. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Back to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 6.
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
Young, the pass to Hunter. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Up top, Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Young against Garland. Okoro on the wing. Outside Mitchell. Fires the three. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
This guy came into the league as a volume three-point shooter. Now Donovan Mitchell's percentages have greatly improved. He has put in a ton of work, and it's paying dividends.
There's Young with the three. Another three for Atlanta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Young, the pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
When they time that play right, Capella is a good man to have on the end of it. He's a strong finisher when he rolls off the screen.
And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. Young from long range. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Atlanta up by a...
Please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Trae Young, and it's Collins in at the small forward position.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
And out of bounds, Atlanta will have it. The Hawks leading. Outside Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Young against Mitchell. Young, the pass to Collins. Puts it up from 17. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, BA, there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
Here's Young. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Trust Young to put the offense on his back. He loves showing up and doing big numbers for his team.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Now here's Garland to the paint. Stolen by Capella. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Outside Hunter. To the middle. Clock at 6. There's Young with the 3, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, often shooting from way beyond the arc, Young easily pops in the short-range 3. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, BA. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Going all the way to the rack. Outside Hunter. Pass to Okongwu. And here's Collins. Buries it down low. Collins has got 6.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
The 3 from Mitchell. Allen on the wing. Outside Garland. Fires from deep. And no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Pass to Collins. with the slam.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times.
Here's Young. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Here's a Kongwu. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Nice passing instincts from Young. Quickly moving the ball to a guy with a wide open look.
They grab their own miss.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's a Kongwu. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Capella, and the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Garland finds Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Young. 16 points for him. And there's Capella. That one's good. On the assist by Young. Capella's got 13 now. Collins against Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. It's picked off. Picked up by a Kongwu. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Banked it in off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Donovan Mitchell is more than capable of carrying an offense for stretches. Right now, the defense has nothing for him.
He can't get that one to fall.
With the score, your Cavaliers, 25. The Hawks.
Allie, as always, thank you. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got Robin Lopez. Karis LeVert is out there with Jetty Osman. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Wade in at the 4. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Now here's Murray. And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day. And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
Now here's Green. Osman on the wing. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. Atlanta's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Murray against LeVert. Pass to Fernando. Bogdanovich from long range. Nails it from 3. Bogdanovich has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Here's LeVert. Here's Lopez. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
I like the momentum right there. A nice hustle play on the glass leads to a great finish.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. The kick out to Griffin. Launches a 3. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist. And the Hawks lead by 19.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Bay. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Green. Shoots over Griffin. No good. A bit long that time.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
The lob. Very well done.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Cleveland calls timeout. And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah, you know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Once again, fans, that was your Cavaliers.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Green. Will it go? Atlanta with a rebound. Bogdanovich up top. He's checked by LeVert. Outside Murray. Now Griffin. And there's the screen. Down low. Here's Fernando. Uses the glass on the layup.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Great open look there. He has 6.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Caris LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Osman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. LeVert, that's good.
Well, Caris LeVert giving you a glimpse into how high that vertical goes. That is nice.
Fernando. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Lopez in the post. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Boy, just always aggressive under the rim. Robin Lopez earning his keep tonight.
Pass to Bay. Outside Bogdanovich. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. They kick it out to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Bay right side. There's the triple. And the Hawks with another 3.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Now here's Green. Pass to Wade. Lopez with it. And Bay pulls it down. The 17-footer, and it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist by Murray. Bogdanovich has got 7.
Well within his arsenal. Bogdanovich doesn't hesitate when given the mid-range.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. Okongwu at the 4 with Capella at the 5. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Trae Young, and it's Collins in at the 3, the small forward. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley, and then Mobley making his teammate look good.
Garland against Young. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And here's Hunter. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Mitchell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, we know Donovan Mitchell is explosive athletically. Put it on the deck. Go ahead, sir. What you love about Donovan Mitchell is he is an attacking, scoring point guard. He can get off the dribble drive. He's a great threat at the rim because of that elite athleticism. Every chance he gets, he's looking to attack.
It's stolen by Garland. Mitchell with the ball. Picked up by Collins. Here's Garland. Here's Mitchell. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mitchell's scoring abilities have often been a difference maker, Doris.
The BA, that's been especially true in the playoffs. Highly competitive, all about the right things.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Of course, we hear a lot about how much space Isaac Okoro can cover at the defensive end.
It's important, BA. Here we have an agile, athletic defender who's got length to bother those elite shooters, the quickness to cut off penetration. He can jump passing lanes. Being this kind of defensive player is critical in the league.
And a deep 3 from Young. The shot no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Mitchell against Young. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Capella.
And one of the big names on the move this past summer was Donovan Mitchell. Now, you figured his time in Utah was up as the team decided to change their core up. Could be a game changer, though, with this roster, even with all they gave up to get him.
Young way outside. The rebound by Allen for Cleveland. They've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And Mobley throws it down.
This guy is always looking to set up his teammates. Darius Garland has his head on a swivel.
Out left to the wing. Up top, Young. Guarded by Garland. The kick to Hunter. The 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And he's going for the lob. Tries to save it. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th.
2 minutes.
Outside Young. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Kicks it out to Collins. The Hawks need to get one up here. And here's Hunter from the arc. No good there. And it's Cleveland the other way. Outside Mitchell. Sinks the tray. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hawks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Trae Young.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Give credit to Young's tenacity from the interior, getting the D's attention right there.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. From deep 3-point range, Mobley grabs the board. Here's Garland. Collins with the rebound.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Young with it. He's picked up by Garland. To the inside. Stolen by Mitchell. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Got a piece of it. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Fires the three. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Now Collins. Young with it. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting.
and power forward. It's Okoro and Mobley. Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
All I'm going to say is a few years ago, I did not expect this Bulls team to be in this position right now. They weren't dominating, but look at what they're doing now. It's a whole new era.
Ball against Garland. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Levine. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The Chicago team, Richard, has managed to turn things around after a string of 4 losing seasons.
And that's why you never count a team out. A few smart trades, some good draft pickups, that's all it takes for you to ascend the rankings and become a top team in this league.
And the right coach. Clearly, Billy was the right coach for this team.
Oh, yeah, and that too. Definitely a good coach.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
There's Garland. That one, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. And DeRozan kicks to Drummond. Here he goes. Allen with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The experience of DeRozan, a step ahead of the shooter.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Chicago calls timeout.
For some team set. One more time, fans.
The Bulls off to a slow start. 6-point game. Ball with it. Garland picks him up. Ball to pass to Vucevic. From outside, off the mark. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
And for years, it has seemed like Nikola Vucevic has been so underrated. Multi-time All-Star. This is a big man that really does it all.
Now here's DeRozan. Here's Levine. Misses in close. Mitchell looking it over. Inside and stolen by Drummond. Here's Levine. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Richard, it seems as though it's easy to take Vucevic for granted.
Yeah, and it's so strange. He consistently puts up great numbers and plays his role to perfection. A big guy that any team would love to have, especially when you consider how efficient he is.
Chicago calls timeout.
For the Milwaukee. Give him a hand, fans. That was
For Chicago, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Rosen dishes the ball. In the corner, it's Levine. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can see the work Levine has put in on his three-point shot. He is now a legit threat from deep.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. High arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Mitchell's got 7.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Drummond. And here's Vucevic.
2 minutes remaining.
He kicks it to Levine. Just 4 to shoot. Drains the 19-footer. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Smart hoop by Levine. With how many teams defend him, he'll get his shot all day.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
The Cavaliers leading by 5.
Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers team, this is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
1:30 left to play in the first. Kick out to Levine. Now the feed to Drummond. And that one, good. We talked about it, Richard. The city of Cleveland eternally grateful to LeBron for winning them a title back in 2016.
And so is the franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect on what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had with this young crew.
The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. He has 7.
Just absolutely electric in the open floor. Levine with the bucket.
There's Garland. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. DeRozan for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Okoro with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And Okoro throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball kicks to DeRozan. Shoots. Another one falls for Chicago.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
Levine inside the three-point line. Can't tie it up as that one misses. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Cavaliers lead by 3.
Please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Oh, trying for it. Mobley inside. Vucevic on him. That one good for 2. Mobley's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Cavs. And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
Vucevic. Here's Drummond. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jared Allen.
Stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
You know, Richard, at this point in his career, we expect Andre Drummond to average a double-double every season.
Yeah, well, and let's just say most years he doesn't disappoint. He's going to go down as one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history. He's physical and determined in the paint.
Now, Vucevic, after the missed 3 from Evan Mobley.
And he's talked about wanting to improve his all-around game. Levine demonstrating just how unselfish he is with that great pass.
Mitchell outside. The pass to Allen. Mobley dishes to Allen. Mitchell outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Back to Drummond. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. That puts them in the lead. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
Earlier in his career, Vucevic didn't take any threes. Now they've become one of his staples in terms of his offensive game.
Count it, good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. Mitchell in the corner. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. Garland against Ball. Shakes him. Passes it to Drummond. Now DeRozan. Shoots over a Okoro. It's Chicago with another bucket. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Outside, Ball. On the wing, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The kick out to Ball. From outside the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Here's Ball, following the score by Cleveland. Outside, Levine. And the pass to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Mitchell kicks to Garland. Fires the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Good for a couple of those per game. Garland silky from 3.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball, the pass to Drummond. Back to Ball. Out to DeRozan. 20 feet out. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. DeRozan's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Here's Levine. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more often times than that.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers ahead, up 2. It's time now to go courtside. Thanks for the great interview, David. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So the Bulls 5 right now. You've got Alex Caruso. Green is out there with Williams. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Jones in at the 2 spot. Wade outside. Deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Caruso. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Green. Outside, Jones. For the three. Green with the rebound. And so, LeVert will bring it up for the Cavaliers. The lead is 2.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He hits the second from the line. Richard, for the Cavs, the progress that Darius Garland has made in just a few seasons is nothing short of remarkable.
Well, he took a giant leap last year, and he got better in just about every offensive category, and people recognized it. He was 3rd in most improved player voting, and probably would have finished a little bit higher had they not dealt with injuries at the end of the season.
And he was an all-star.
Yes, sir.
And Green is right there. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Shoots the 3. Cleveland the rebound. LeVert kicks to Wade. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Back to Jones. It doesn't go for him. Cavaliers go the other way with it. LeVert with it. Jones covering. Lopez with another miss. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Caruso. It's Beverly on the wing. Guarded by Green. Tries from 7. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Beverly.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. How about your man in the post? It takes multiple guys to stop that.
Here's Osman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
And he makes both free throws. Now LeVert still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. This is to Lopez. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Osman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
His second, 3rd team foul.
For Cleveland, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Steps back. And the wide open shot from Green. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
What can you say about Caruso that hasn't already been said? One of the biggest team-first guys in the entire league.
With the putback.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
LeVert against Beverly, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And Jones with the stuff.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The shot by Wade, wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Wade's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now, here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Over in the corner, Williams. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Lets it go from deep. Caruso, no good. It could go. He's off from 3. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Allen in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. They kick it out to Green, stolen by Okoro. It's stolen by Green. Williams inside, covered by Mobley. Jones, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Garland the pass to Mitchell, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A new lineup here for the Bull. Oh, ball in position. And stolen by Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. Looking for Allen and gets it there. Garland feeling it out a little bit. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Mobley. Gets the front of the rim and out. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 1-point game. Good work there as it goes.
A smooth pull-up by DeRozan. There's so much confidence behind his shot.
At the top of the key, Mitchell. To the inside, Allen. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Levine, right wing. On the wing, DeRozan. Back to ball. Levine against Garland. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Garland's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Mobley kicks to Garland. The try.
Oh,
wow.
yes! A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Ball against Garland. Ball dishes to Drummond. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And answering the call, Andre Drummond giving this team some huge buckets down the stretch.
And stolen by Drummond. Outside, Ball. Drummond in the post. Mobley's there. An easy 2 points on the layup. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle skills of the Bulls. Mobley sets the pick for Garland to the paint. It's stolen by DeRozan. Fast break, here we go. Vucevic with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Kick out to Levine. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Outside, Ball. The dish to Drummond. At the elbow, it's Levine. Out to DeRozan. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Another three for Cleveland.
Big time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
Out to DeRozan. Out to the wing. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. Okoro passes to Allen. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Outside, Levine. For Mitchell. Levine can't hit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Lots of room. It's good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
It's money from deep.
Because of that refined offensive skill set, Vucevic can be a dependable scoring option late in games. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit.